we'll just ride with that. Well, I will. Anyways, really good to see you here this morning, and looking forward to another awesome live chat feed. I have a channel message that came through this morning about how we can ride our own mind crap. So that's cool. I'm sure we're all going through our usual ups and downs as we go through, you know, the waves of the new energies that are coming along. My name is Bobbie Richardson. I am a channel, a seer. I am a guide to helping people through these new frequencies that are coming, and I also carry codes to the new earth. They have shown me and taken me to places where I've actually experienced new earth scenarios. So very excited to see you guys here, and looking forward to also giving off some one-off card readings as well. If anyone comes in the chat, we'll just see what happens with that. Hey June, how are you? Good to see you. So I'm going to start off with a bit of a channel message. I'll wait a little bit longer, see if anyone else comes, because yeah, it's pretty brand new. Just been on for a few minutes. Good to see you, June. Hope you're doing really well. Yeah, so this message that I got this morning, I did a really rush kind of a channel feeling, just going through the feeling that they gave me. But as I was waking up, they were showing me the Fibonacci sequence, which is this pattern that is behind me. So Fibonacci sequence is something that goes in within, and each one of these is a bigger pattern of this, and as you go in, it goes into the same pattern. And that's really the nature of all things, and how we ride the story, so to speak. But they also told me that it wasn't just like a how things are created, like flowers and cactuses and all of that sort of stuff, but it's also the same pattern that we ride with our emotions. So that was interesting. One day I'm going to get this lighting to go exactly as I like it. Hey Thomas, good to see you here. Yeah. So this morning is the morning of, had to look it up, 17th of February. Time is just flying by, 2021. And yeah, it's quite a sunny day here. I'll just wait a little bit longer, and I will be doing some readings soon. I will first of all do this channel message that I got. I wrote it out very quickly. So it's what happens when I get a channeling, just to let you guys know, if anyone is really excited or wanting to have some passion to channel messages for themselves, which I'm sure most people do, because most people want to find out, you know, more wisdom from higher beings and connect to their guides and that sort of thing. What happens is, a channel message doesn't really come in language form from the beings. It comes in a wave of feelings and emotions, and what your brain does is it puts it ignites those feelings and emotions with certain topics. So they give you the feeling, and you see and you interpret the feeling with your mind. So the clearer you are in your mind, the easier it is to get the actual message that they're trying to give to you. Yeah, that's a bit brighter, isn't it? Just looking at all the shadows. Okay. So, hey, Lyra, good to see you here. Yay. Yes, we are going to do some card readings, by the way, as well later on. So I'm going to read out this message. I just wonder if I just wait a little bit longer. I'll probably just read this message out and people will come on. Usually though, when I interpret these, like this morning I was really rushed, so I was like trying to write this message down very quickly that they had given me. And also some of my messages don't come from channeled, like they give me a feeling, and sometimes it's a memory. Sometimes I think with me, because I've been guided so much with spirit, they throughout my whole life, they remind me of lessons that they've told me ages ago. So there's all these like little sparks that I have within myself of lessons that they've told me, and then it comes back up again, because I reread a lot of the stuff from, we're talking in the late 1990s and early 2000s, and a lot of it's the same stuff as what I'm getting now. It's just that everybody's ready to hear this stuff. Hey, silly. I really should put my glasses on too. I say that every time, don't I? Anyway, that's better. I can see everybody. Right, I'm going to pull up the word. So I won't be seeing you for now. So if anyone comes on board, sorry. And I'll just read this out, and then I'll talk about it, because I really wrote this a bit quick this morning. So what they were telling me is, your emotions are also moving in a pattern along with the frequency changes of the earth, just as a Fibonacci sequence pattern. So everything is this. This is the pattern of life. The trick is to stop attaching unwanted mind stories to these ongoing patterns, to rise above them and use them to bring in what you love. For instance, if you wake up in the morning and remember something, some sort of story you've been living that you don't like, imagine it as a blank canvas and bring in all the things that you do like. Or if you can't do that because the story is so overwhelming, so say, for instance, yesterday you had a really, not a very nice thing that had happened. Somebody was really mean to you or something, and it's kind of like, oh, it really got you in the heart, and that horrible feeling. Then you can at least say, okay, I'm going to blank my canvas. In other words, just for a moment, I'm going to pretend like none of this existed, and then I'm going to allow the universe to bring me in a better story for me to learn from, so I don't have to it's kind of like it's not that they want you to ignore the blockages. It's not that they want you to ignore going over the hurdles and finding, where those horrible issues are. It's just that now that the new energies that are arriving at the moment are leading us up into higher frequencies, they're wanting you to see the patterns that they want you to come above it, blank the story so that you can see the patterns that you've created, and say to yourself, well, do I want to keep repeating the same lessons over and over and over? How can I get out of this in a much nicer way, in a much better way, instead of hooking yourself back into the same blockages? Because we're in the moment where everything is reflected very quickly outwards. Like, for instance, I was shuffling my deck of tarot card decks, and I was thinking in my mind, one of these cards does not want to come. I can just feel it. And because one was sticking into the actual card packet, well, it flew out and it went underneath my drawer. So instantaneously, my mind and what it was thinking created the actual story that happened. So how much of this is you creating it, and how much of it is, something that you're predicting? It's like the chicken and the egg kind of story. And what we want to do is lighten our load. We want to come at this in a easier way, and they're sort of giving me a way to be able to do this so that we can come at it in an easier way. You don't want to ignore that you do have some sort of blockage in your past. So what they showed me also was, I'm just reading this a little bit more. I'm trying, because I did this very quickly this morning. I'm sorry if it seems a little bit hickle-pickle. Imagine a blank canvas brings you. So you're creating a better story, or you're allowing the universe to show you an easier story, an easier route, so that maybe the intensity drops, and it might still be there. It might be still something that you can think of, but at least you're coming at it without too much anxiety and, you know, that sort of thing. We want to just chill that sort of anxiety that comes with it so that we can see the pattern easier and overcome it easier. And then the next time it will be simpler and simpler. So what they said is for the emotional Fibonacci sequence, we go through comfort, which is new beginnings. Comfort is new beginnings. So you're like, very comfortable with my life. What am I going to step into next? What kind of challenge am I going to take on next? And then they said that the next step was adventure. Adventure is walking the path of what you're going to do next. And then they show me that there'll be any blockages that will come up. So in your path, there'll be a block that comes your way. And that's the repeating issues that we're talking about. So what we're trying to do is clear them easier for you. So then they said that after that, it's clearing to keep on walking onto the path. So you're overcoming those hurdles. And that's the part that they're saying every morning, instead of attaching yourself to the story that just happened, blank the canvas in your mind, because what happens is your mind will hold on to that story and say, that's the story, and I have to keep writing that story, and it's going to be horrible. I just know it. And you keep telling yourself these things. And so what happens is it becomes bigger and bigger. The boulder becomes bigger on your path. So what they're saying is we want to bring it back. We want to see those boulders as just, you know, small little stones that we have to go over. Okay, we see those problems and they're repeating problems from my past, but we're going to chill them out. And then they said, so you keep, then after any blockages, keep clearing to walk the path, which is overcoming hurdles, and then seeing the result and the end story. And then you're like, okay, I got over that, and I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. I can see the thing that I really wanted. It's right there now. I'm not stuck in the hurdles. I'm not stuck with the boulders or anything. And then what we do is we feel comfortable again, and we start all over again into a new beginning, into a new story. So that's the message that I got this morning. Okay, I hope that helps you a little bit, at least. Anyway, hey June, I'm waiting patiently for the ancient family. I visited. It must be too tense. And PJs all day here is a bit cold. Oh. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll do a couple of card readings for people if they are keen on that. Just write yes please in the message box, and I will pick a card and tap into your frequency. I have a million tarot. I have a tarot pack. I love this tarot pack because it's really shiny. I have the Star Temple Oracle card set. I have the Osho. I love the Osho because the Osho is something that took me on the best journey when I was in my 20s. I also have this beautiful animal deck. Just trying to find the cover of it. There it goes. This is the one where it jumped out, and one of them has gone behind my counter and I can't actually find it. So yeah, this is beautiful. And it's cool because on the other side of this card has, this is a Cherokee circle, and so we have the eagle, which I know is my shamanic pattern. We have the wolf, which I know is my youngest daughter because she dreamt so much of running with the wolves when she was little. And we have the bear, which my other daughter is because she had visions of bears when she was little. And we have buffalo. I love those. So yeah, everyone has like a shamanic animal that and usually it comes like if you can't remember an animal that came to you when you were little, you can do a shamanic journey. I did a shamanic journey. That was really cool. Okay, so we have yes please, yes please. So we start off with Jean, yes please. Lyra, Trina, Thomas. Now, if I miss anybody, just yell out, you know, or not yell out, but type, sorry, you missed me. I don't mean to miss anybody. Sometimes people come on and then it scrolls up and I miss you. So I've picked these ones out for you. I'll just use these while I've got them in my hand. So sometimes they automatically go for what's needed. The voice of knowledge. That's the cards I'll be using for you. So these are just one-off readings. Sometimes one or two will pop out, sometimes three, and then I'm like, really? So let me just tap into you, Jean. Jean. Okay, Jean. Okay, feeling your energy. Is there a card for Jean? A lesson for Jean. Something that she needs to know right now would be really good. I kind of feel it's not a bad nervousness, but there's a little bit of a nervousness with you. I don't know what it is. It's, I think, to do with family. Or something that you've held on to that just keeps popping up for you, actually. Maybe it's like, oh my God, is this all going to start all over again? Kind of nervousness. It's not very much. Anyway, let's see what the cards say. Jean. Yeah, because I can feel it in my heart and I can feel it a little bit in my throat, like wanting to speak out and not knowing exactly what to say next. Like your heart's just, wondering. Oh, okay. Just, if a card doesn't pop out, I'm just going to pick a card. Okay, I'll just pick this card because it's on top. Let's do that one. Okay. Jean. Okay, Jean. Okay, so this is the card you got here. And God's creation, I don't need to be what I am not. And it says, I am perfect because I am inseparable from the infinite, the force of life that creates the stars and the entire universe of light. And God's creation, I don't need to be what I am not. It kind of feels to me like someone's kind of pushing you into being something that you really don't want to. There's something that you're not really happy with, and I think it's to do with a family member. And what this card's telling you and reminding you to do is to just remind yourself, you know what, I'm perfect being who I am. And if I'm stepping into a new me, if I'm trying something different, if I'm going to go, just experiment with life a little bit, then I'm going to do it. I'm not going to listen to you tell me that this is going to be seen in a certain light. This is not going to be the right path. This is, because this is their fears. This is not your fears. This is their fears. But you have a kind of a anxiety around it, like you've seen this pattern before. It's happened before for you. So that's what I'm getting for you, Jen. Just allow yourself to be the authentic person that you are. You're very special. You're very loved. Honestly, there's so much more for you. I really do feel, I shouldn't probably do this because I usually only do one card readings, but I won't shuffle them. I'll just pick. There is some guidance that's coming your way. Ancient, yeah. See, look at the card that I just picked for you. She is absolutely beautiful. And if you can read that, she is the ancient grandmother. She is a teacher. You have a teacher, a guide that's coming, and she's leading you into different kind of a path. And other people around you probably not liking what they're seeing. So I am a teacher that leads with self-knowledge. This is what they're leading you to too. It's like you have a guide that's teaching you to be more of a teacher, to step out of your comfort zone. So yeah, I just had to do that because I just feel those chills coming down me. Had to pick that card for you as well, just to let you have a little bit more guidance. Okay, Lyra. Thank you. Yes, exactly. She's just confirmed that with me. So she's like, I love it. Yay. Okay. Lyra. Let's tap into Lyra. So Lyra, I'm going to get Osho, my awesome Osho cards that teach me so much. Okay. We need Lyra. So just clearing Jean. Lyra. I love the name Lyra. It's such a beautiful name. Lyra Kerr. I love the Golden Compass. That's a beautiful story. So, Lyra. Oh, that one's definitely going to come out for you. Okay, Lyra, we have the card that you got today is tuning in. So I see they're asking you to tune in because there is like, oh, I see that you're going to get some guidance as well. And I'm not surprised that this is coming up with me because I'm one that leads you through to connecting with higher guides that are bringing in new messages that you were already destined to do in these times. At this moment when the frequencies have changed from bringing in your right brain and your intuition. So it's telling you to go into yourself. There's some emotions. I still see some emotions that we need to deal with you. There's something like a feeling of like what I was talking about this morning. Let's just tune in, blank your mind, go into yourself and say, you know, the story doesn't have to be as intense as what it was in the past. Let's just chill that story. I'm starting to see the pattern and I'm really grateful for the blockages that I have on my past so that I can see what needs to be cleared, that sort of thing. I want you to go into yourself and just see where those little blockages are and see the patterns of the stories that's coming up for you so that you can clear them easier for your future as well. They're definitely, the reason why they want you to do this is because they're around you at the moment and they want to talk through to you. They want to communicate with you. But it's sometimes what happens when they communicate with you, you have emotional stories that you've held on to, and when they're telling you one thing with a feeling, it's bringing up these emotional stories, and then you shut it down so that they can't tell you the actual message that they want to tell you, because you're still holding on to some sort of emotional story in the past. Okay, so that's what I got for you, Lyra. Just go and tune into yourself. Sit outside. She's getting shivers of confirmation. That's so cool. Yeah, so you're definitely really close. You're really close to being able to have this communication with these beautiful energies and beings that are coming through to guide you on your next step. Because a lot of these next steps that's going to happen is going to be they're going to be the gifts that we're going to come into as well. Hey, Holly. Hey, Phyllis. Okay, so I'll just go back up because I know that I was following Trina Smith. Hey, Trina, if you're still here, can you just type, yes, I'm still here, so that I can give you a card reading? I don't want to waste my time if you're, sorry, this sounds terrible, I don't want to waste my time. If you're not there, if you're away, you know, there's no point in giving you a card reading. Thomas. So, yeah, because we've got all these other people that have come up. You're very welcome, Lyra. Okay, so new message. Yes, thanks, Bobbie. Trina, I'm feeling, ooh, Trina, I all of a sudden straight up feel that you're already talking to some guidance. That you've got something already. You're just about ready to accept these beautiful gifts that are going to come your way. That you've been chatting to a guidance. I straight away feel this lighter, nicer, beautiful feeling of benevolent beings around you. Okay, thanks, Thomas. I'll do you next. Yeah, so to step into this new earth, I can see that you're already on the path. And well, it's not to say that not everyone else isn't on the path, they absolutely are. But it's like almost like you have this open heart that's already connecting with them. And you're probably receiving channel messages. But they're telling me Twilight. They told me that Twilight is a time just as you wake up, so you're still in dreamland, so your mind isn't completely got clutched onto the story of what we're writing while we're awake, but it actually gives you an opening, a very open place to be able to get these messages come through from them. They call it Twilight. I know that much. It's just as you're waking up. It's their Twilight. Okay, so let's pick a card for Trina now that I'm stepping into her beautiful, wonderful, vibrant, dancey, happy energies at the benevolent beings. They're so proud of you. They're very proud of you. They want to let you know that. You've done so well. Alrighty then. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, two cards have also come up. Now, you feel like you've, along with their guidance, though, I felt this too. Okay, so you've got this one. See how he's holding up the world? A Father Sky of God. I release the weight of my shoulders. Now, what happens is we go through these journeys and we start to get messages and we start to feel like we're on top of, we're starting to channel, we're starting to get something happening. It's feeling a little lighter. And then you feel like you're supposed to help everybody with those messages. Now, this is not a time for you to do that. It's a time for you to go within yourself and just experiment with what's happening with you. Just take it lightly. Flow. I embody my authentic and sensual essence. So yeah, really telling me with these cards that even though you are, you've come so far, it's like I suppose you're going through a bit of a void where you're just needing to sit with yourself and really heal you, because they are so close to you. They are really wanting to tap in with you. I can feel that there's some beautiful energies around you, but the void is a place that we go to, and lots of people are going through at the moment, where you're just sitting on your own and you're not really feeling like doing anything. You don't feel like, the food's going off. Nothing's really passionate, nothing's exciting. It's because you're going into something completely brand new and you're shedding the whole of your outside self. But you've got to stop feeling like because you've always felt like you needed to help everybody. This is a time to stop that, to stop feeling like you need to help everybody and just chill and go into yourself at the moment, because they are around you. They really want to chat to you. They're very high. I feel them as very beautiful, dancey light. And also maybe because they are to do with the elementals and stuff as well. So, because there's a connection that I can feel with you that's the same as what I feel. Maybe you're part of my tribe. Maybe that's what's happening. Okay, so thanks, Trina. Let's go to Thomas. Thomas. I'm feeling this definitely in a void. Wow, spot on. So beautiful. Yeah, I'm just coming out of that void. So I know exactly what you're feeling. And it could take, it might not take too long, like weeks. It could take months. But it's just a place where you just need to self-heal, just come back to yourself, because that void isn't, and this goes for everybody, because a lot of people are going through this at the moment. A void is a place where you have all of your desires drop, because what's happening is they're bringing on your intuition, and it's a connection to source. Your right brain has this connection to source energy, and you're connecting to your actual missions. So all of those things that we thought we were are all falling away, and we're bringing in the new missions that are for you. So you're really coming into a different you. Like do things that only excite you in the moment. It doesn't matter if it's mundane. It doesn't matter if you're repeating it. It doesn't matter if whatever it is. If it makes you happy, it makes you happy. You just follow that, because the void is one of those places where you just need to allow yourself to be. Okay, Thomas Potter. Lyra said she's going through that void at the moment as well. Yeah, a lot of us are. It's a really cool place though, because what comes out of that is you becoming your authentic self. Don't fight it. Just flow with it. Just go, you know what, today's a nothing day and the next day's a nothing day, and it's okay. You do what you need to do just to get by, and the rest of it, fill it with, you know, I just went into a lot of picket card readings, to tell you the honest truth, and every single one of them was lined up with the energy that I was projecting. So it was really amazing to watch those picket card readings and the progression of myself, just for fun. And then I started learning tarot out of it. So you still learn things from it, but you just don't push the old you. Just allow it to fall away. Allow all those passions to fall away, and you'll start feeling more passionate towards something new. A lot. And also go back to when you were a little kid, when you were very, very tiny, when you were like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, whatever you can remember, as far back as you can remember, there would have been a time where you were very open to what your soul connection was and who you were. So one of my first memories is of me channeling. I channeled a message, and I was so excited to go inside and tell my mum. And so I went inside to tell my mum, and she was like, I can't be bothered with this, because she was, you know, in her own mind story, and I had to lose that ability to be able to come back to that ability. People that are in their tribes. So just right. Thomas. Just going to Thomas. Lovely Thomas. I know somebody else called Thomas, and I keep tapping into their energy. Sorry, I'm going to have to take that away. Okay, Thomas. Oh, okay, yeah, that feels more like you. Thomas, you got the rebel card. So at the moment you feel like you're just breaking the chains. You're just like, I'm not doing this crap anymore. I'm just doing what I need to do. You've got a flame, you're holding a light. You're looking back though. I still feel that you're looking back over your shoulders as to the story and the stuff that's happened to you in the past, and you kind of be careful not to bring that, be careful not to bring those old past patterns and those old stories through with you when you become this rebel of yourself. You want to break free of those chains. You want to completely smash all of those stories of the past, not bring them with you. I know he's kind of looking at the light, but for me, for this card, for you, and the energy that's coming through, and I've just seen right now the eagle and the wings that are here, and the eagle is telling you to come above the story. Be the rebel, but be above the story. Observe the story from a better point of view. Don't because otherwise what we do is, if we're the rebel and we're just if we're the rebel and we're just doing the same story, the same pattern all over again, you know, you break a chain but you create the same story again. So you're just making another chain for yourself. What they're really telling me is that you need to stop looking behind yourself to imagine a new future. You need to I hate that word, but allow yourself to just be allow yourself to just let this energy of you becoming rebellious break through the old patterns and bring through a new story for you. Be that rebellious. Don't be rebellious of I hate everyone and I hate everything and I'm going to just poo-poo it, because that's actually old stuff. That's old stories. It's old energy. Be rebellious enough to go, I'm breaking the chains and I'm going to step out of this. And I'm going to create something brand new because what happens is when we start creating something brand new for us, we're actually creating something brand new, an opportunity for everybody else. I'm going to talk about this also in my, I've got a Zoom conference coming up. The link is in this, in here. I put it in here. It's with Quantum Community. And that Zoom conference, I'll be talking about these new earth frequencies that I visited. I'll be talking about how to guide us, the gifts that are coming. So things like 6 o'clock. Oh, I don't know what just happened then, but it completely went blank on my side and said it was trying to connect, that everything just fell away. Ooh, maybe they don't want me to say what I'm actually doing. Hey, come with me to Zoom on, the link will be on my Facebook page. So just join in and have a ball, because we are going to really tap into these new earth frequencies that they've taken me to. Okay. Phyllis, I'll do you next. Phyllis. Phyllis. I'm going to use my animal tarot cards for you, Phyllis. You're usually a really happy person, I think, Phyllis. I don't know, maybe not so much at the moment, but usually I think your natural self is a not flamboyant, that's not right. You're just a very happy person. And then she's got like a happy face coming. That's funny that I said that. And then okay, maybe you heard me. Don't know if you said that, if you did that before or what. Okay. Phyllis. Oh, Phyllis. Okay, I'm just going to go with this. This is your card. It is beautiful. And I will read that out for you because this writing is a bit small. Oh, you might be able to read it now. It's miracles. How beautiful is that? So it says, you are the joy bringer. I'm just saying that you are a really happy person. That's your natural self, by the way. That's you when you were a little kid. And this is what the authentic self of you is. Joyful. You're just gorgeous. You are a joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. And I also see, because you've got this card, joy, when you step into this authentic gift that you have of bringing joy to others, like you did when you were little, you are going to get miracles. You are going to bring in miracles. You're going to have things happen to you that aren't going to be anymore. And you're going to be like this shining light for everybody to go, how did she do that? And you're just going to go, I just spread my love. I spread my love. And how gorgeous is that? So yeah, beautiful card for you, Joy. I mean, I went to call you Joy, Phyllis. That's funny. Okay, so Phyllis and Celie. Celie, you've been very patient. Let's do a card for you. Celie. Sorry, I'm just tapping into your energy. Oh, lots of hearts. Yay. Good to have people like you on this planet, in this reality. Wow. It's a lot more to the earth than just, yeah. Now I'm going to go into different dimensional aspects of the planet. Sorry. My mind goes everywhere. Okay, let's go into Celie. Celie? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Sorry if I'm not. I really don't mean to disrespect you at all. So it's telling me another card as well. Okay. I might actually grab this pack for you, Celie. Sorry. They're telling me this pack. Okay. That's the only problem when I haven't got a table right here. Everything falls on the ground when I shuffle it. Okay, this is the card that you got, Celie. You are an angel and your life is your message. Ooh. So it says on the back, you can be a messenger of liars and fears and destructions, or a messenger of truth, love, and creation. But you cannot deliver lies and truth at the same time. So that they're showing me just really look at your mind and your thoughts at the moment, because sometimes what happens is our life goes through certain patterns, and when you go through those patterns, you might be in denial of something that happened, and it's not that you're lying, but you're not realizing that you're not seeing the whole truth of something. So they're asking me to go back and really analyze you as the center of your life. So you are the center person of your life. And when you are the center, that means that everybody else is not to blame. No one else is to blame anymore. All of the people and all of the shit that's happened, no blame. I am the center of this story, and I need to take responsibility for the pattern that I see in my past, because in that pattern you have some beautiful gifts of truth to be able to share with the world. But when you need to look at those, we need to look at those patterns as you being the creator of them, rather than projecting them out and trying to hide from the story and say, no, it's their fault, not my fault. That's nobody's fault. It is the story of your life, of your reality. You're the only one in your reality. Nobody else really exists in your reality but you, and how you perceive your life. So they're telling me to just revisit your life, see yourself as the center of it, start taking responsibility for everything that happened to you, and then come from that truth. Because that truth is going to not only set you free, it's going to set a lot of other people free. It's so funny because we think when we're taking the easy route and we're doing a kind of a lie thing that happens. It's kind of like not a lie because you don't realize it at the time, but what you're doing is you're not wanting to see it as your responsibility. When you do that, you don't realize that you're, first of all, what you're doing to other people, which can be detrimental, but also what you're doing to the story itself and repeating it over and over and over again. Sorry, and now I'm just going into something else. Sorry. Job opportunities coming up for you too. Get your CV together. So they're telling me to get your CV together. Something's coming up, a change for you as well. But please take your life, no more blaming anyone else or anything like that, just because there's really beautiful, valuable gifts that's going to come out of this when you face that truth. And it's so unique to you and your life story and what you can share with the rest of the world. you can help so many more people. Yeah. Cool. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that, Seely. Hey. Okay, I'm going to just do one more because I'll do Joyce, just a quick card for Joyce, because I have my girls are waking up. So when they wake up, I really don't like to carry on. So Joyce, and I will definitely be doing this again soon. Please visit me on the Zoom link that you'll receive through my Facebook page. It's Quantum Elite. It's a brand new community that's pulling together. Eventually, we're going to get off Facebook. We're going to be self-supporting and helping each other through these beautiful energies that are coming our way. I really would love to see you there and have some fun with moving into the new, creating the new earth together. I will be sharing all my experiences so that it ignites you guys. Okay, so Joyce. Oh, Joyce, you've done so much work. Oh, they're really telling me that whole heap fell out, but I'm just going to take the very first one for you. Oh, Joyce, have you got some good things coming your way? Okay, so you got the Moonstone Star Passion. I am entering a porthole of euphoric love. I feel like there's someone maybe coming for you or something, or maybe if you've got a partner, it's going to starts getting steamy. But either way, it's going to start getting steamy. Somebody's got their eye on you, or your partner really, really loves you. Okay. And the Huntress. Pleiades light. You are Pleiadian. So you probably connect with that. And I think that you also feel like you connect with Sirius as well and other places as well. But they're letting me know that Pleiades is part of your journey as well. Your whole quest is to be wild and free. Yeah. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. Sorry, guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for being part of this. I really enjoy these readings. It gives me a lot of energy. Thank you for being part of it. Bye.